Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So the internet got disconnected with the previous streaming. The verse we were looking at is Tani na mokshaya idam tu mokshaya iti parottama shabdabhyam stauti shrotra buddhir uchya shrotra buddhir ruchi utpadanartham. To bring the taste for this moksha, for this gunas, for the shrotra buddhi, for the one who is listening, these words are being said. Yat jnatva, yat jnanam jnatva, knowing which, prapya munayaha sanyasinaha mananashilaha sarve param siddhim mokshakyam itaha asmat dehabandhanat urdhvam gataha praptaha. So, by knowing what these supreme people who are Manana Shilavan constantly contemplating, they attain moksha by this knowledge. Yad jnatva neha bhu yad jnatva munaya sarve param siddhim ito gataha. They attain the param siddhi, they attain the supreme siddhi. Asyaha siddhehe ekantikatvam darshayati. The unique quality of this siddhi, or the one supreme quality of the siddhi, is being spoken about here. Idam jnanamupashritya mama sadharmyamagataha sarge pinopajayante pralayena vyathanti cha. Idam jnanam yathoktam upashritya jnana sadhanam anushchaya. Following this sadhana of jnana, Anushtaya iti etat, having said this, mama parameshwarasya sadharmyam mat swarupatam agataha. When they follow this knowledge of kshetra and kshetrajna, prakriti and purusha, they attain the knowledge of Parameshwara, and they attain his sarupyam, or almost become one with that supreme Ishvara, agataha, prapta ityarthaha. They reach that supreme being. Natu samana dharmatam sadharmyam kshetrajneshwarayoho bhedan abhyupagamat Gita Shastre. This sadharmyam, samana dharmatam sadharmyam, it is not that oneness in that way. In many parts of Gita, in several places, this has been said that there is no difference between kshetra and the kshetrajna. It is Gita, in Gita Shastram, it is like in other places where there is a kshetram and the kshetrajna, the difference is there. The Gita Shastram, it does not talk about this samana dharma. There is only when there is bheda, only when there is difference, can you say there is samana dharma. So there is no, it is not speaking about that. Phalavadaha cha ayam stutyartham uchyate. Phalavadaha, this greatness and glory, is being spoken for the sake of stuti, for the sake of praise. Why does one praise all this? One praises because when you listen to something that someone praises, we listen with more attention. Sarge api srishtikale api na upajayante na utpadyante pralaye brahmanaha api vinashakale na vyathanti cha vyathana apadyante na shyavanti ityartaha. So this kshetrajna, at the time of beginning, at the time of the cause, it is not being caused, and at the time of dissolution, it does not get dissolved. Even whether it's a blade of grass or Brahmaji, everything else goes away, but the kshetrajna remains. Gita Shastre, kshetrajnyoho bedha abhyupagamat sadharmya, same paragraph. Kshetrajna samyoga idrishaha bhutakaranam iti aha. This, the union between the kshetrajna and the kshetra is a cause for all beings. How is it so? Mama yonirmahad brahma tasmin garbham dadhamyaham sambhava sarva bhutanam tato bhavati bharata. Mama yonihi, my source. The source of this kshetrajna is Mahat Brahma. It is a supreme Brahman. What do? I give that garbha. I put the seed into that Brahman. Dadhami aham. Sambhavaha sarva bhutanam. From that seed, what happens? The whole creation comes out. Tato bhavati bharata. From this seed of mine, from the seed of creation, comes this whole universe. Mama स्वभूता मदीया माया त्रिगुणात्मिका प्रकृतिः योनिः सर्वभूतानां सर्वकार्येभ्यः महत्वात् भरणात् च स्वविकाराणां महत् ब्रह्म इति योनिः एव विशिष्यते. Mama means mine, swabhuta belonging to me, madiya, who belongs to me? Maya. What is the nature of Maya? Triguna Atmika. She has three gunas. Prakritihi. Her name is also Prakriti. Very well created, very well done. Yonihi. That is the source. This Trigunatmika Maya is a source. And in that source, what is it? What is it the source of? Sarva Bhutanam. All beings, all creatures, plants, animals, air, water, fire, space, earth. Sarvakaryebhyaha mahatvat. Sarvakaryebhyaha mahatvat. It is greater than all causes. It is greater than all. It is greater than all causes. Sarvakaryebhyaha mahatvat. And one moment, please. It is greater than all causes. And bharanat, it bears everything in this universe. This Maya, Shakti. Swavikaranam, it bears its own vikara, its own modifications is borne by that Maya. Mahat Brahma, this Brahma which bears that is called Mahat, Supreme. Iti yonihi eva vishishyate. That is the source, the yoni, from where it all begins. Tasmin Mahati Brahmani Yonau Garbham Hiranyagarbhasya Janmanaha Bijam Sarvabhuta Janma Karanam Bijam Dadhami Nikshipami Kshetra Kshetrajna Prakriti Dvaya Shaktiman Ishvaraha Aham Vidya Avidya Kama Karma Upadhi Swarupan Anuvidhayinam kshetrajnam kshetrena samyojayami ityartha. The kshetrajna or consciousness unites with the kshetra or life, where the seed is given, or mind, life and mind, consciousness. When it unites with that, the seed of life is sown in the mind, and that is the beginning of all creation. Sambhavaha utpattihi sarvabhutanam. I am the cause for the creation of all beings. Hiranyagarbha utpatti dvarena. Through the birth of Hiranyagarbha. Tataha tasmat garbha adhanat bhavati. He Bharata. After the birth of Hiranyagarbha, the birth of all beings takes place. Sarvayonishu kaunteya Murtaya sambhavanti yaha Tasam brahma mahadyonihi Aham bija pradav pita. Sarvayonishu kaunteya. Among all yonis, Murtayaha, the forms, Sambhavantiyaha, all the forms are created. Tasam Brahma Mahadyonihi. Among all those forms, I am that big yoni, that source. Aham, I am the one who gives a bija into that source, one who gives a seed into that source. Deva Pitru Manushya Pashu Mrigadi Sarva Yonishu Kaunteya. All beings of Devas, Pitrus, ancestors, human beings, Pashu, animals, Mriga, among all animals like deer, Adi, Sarva Yonishu, among all the sources of creation, Murtayaha, Deha Samsthana Lakshana. Forms means there is a specific body form to that. It is called a murti form. Sambhavanti yaha, they are created. Tasam murtinam, among those murtis, among those forms, Brahma Mahat Sarvavastam Yonihi Karanam. For all those forms, the cause is Brahma. Brahma is Sarva Avastam. It is there in the waking state, in the dream state, and the deep sleep state. Karanam Aham. Who is that Brahma? I. Ishaha Bija Pradaha. I am that Ishvara. I am the giver of the seed. Garbhadhanasya Karta Pita. I am the father who gives the seed. Ke gunaha katham badhanti iti uchyate. What are these gunas and how do they bind us? It is being said here. Sattvam rajastama iti gunah prakriti sambhavaha nibadhnanti mahabaho dehe dehinam avyayam. There are three gunas. What are they? Sattva guna, rajoguna and tamoguna. Where are they born of? Prakriti sambhavaha. Prakriti is the power of that Purusha. Like the power of the singer, the singing is a power of the singer. The painting is a power of the painter. The ability to draw is a power of the person who knows to draw. In the same way, the power of Ishvara remains with Ishvara. Nibadhananti, that power binds. Ishvara does not bind, but his power will bind. Nibadhananti, just when you go to a palace of a king, the king may not find fault with us for some mistake that we do. The king may be good. The king may forgive us. But all the other ministers and other people around the kingdom in his palace, they will not forgive so easily. Their mindset will be very limited. So in the same way, Maya is, what does she do? Maya, what does it do? Nibadhananti, it binds us. Mahabaho, O broad-shouldered Arjuna, what is bound? Dehe, in the body. Dehinam, the one who is the Dehi, the one who lives in the body, is bound with the body. And he says, I am this body. So that is a binding, that is a bondage. The bondage is ignorance. Ignorance is, I don't know who I truly am. I think I am this body. And so I believe that and I live like that all my life with that knowledge. Sattvam, Rajaha, Tama iti. Sattva, one quality. Raja is the other quality. Tama is the third quality. Namanaha, these are three names. Guna iti paribhashikaha shabdaha na rupadi vat dravyashritaha. These three gunas, qualities are having their ashraya, are having their refuge in the shabdas. They are not having refuge in forms like forms which are seen by the eyes. Nacha guna guninoho anyatvam atra vivakshitam. So there is another thing called guna and the guni. There is a guna, there is a quality, and the one who has that quality. Tasmat guna eva nitya paratantraha kshetrajnam prati avidyatmakatvat kshetrajnam nibadhananti eva tam aspadikritya, that aspadikritya, focusing on the kshetrajna, atmanam pratilabhante iti nibadhananti iti uchyate. Because that individual self is that it is as if it is appearing to be united with that kshetra, the qualities, and atmanam pradilabha, it seems as though it is being bound. Iti uchyate. Techa prakriti sambhava Bhagavan maya sambhava nibadhananti iva he mahabaho mahantau samarthatarau Ajanu pralambau. Bahu yasya sa mahabahu. Mahabahu is that one who has the Mahabahu is a person who has the shoulders which are, what is this? Mahabahu is a person who has shoulders which are beginning from the shoulder up to the knees and very, very long and very broad shoulders. Ajanu pralambau bahu yasya Mahabahu. He Mahabaho, Dehe Sharire Dehinam, Dehavantam, Avyayam, Avyayatvam, Ayam Cha, Uktam, Anaditvati Ityadi Shloke. With the shlokas like Anaditvat, beginning from where there is no Adi, beginning from that, these shlokas are talking about this Prakriti Sambhava, Bhagavan Maya Sambhava Nibadnanti Ivahe Mahabaho. Maya Sambhavaha Sambhava Mahantau Samarthatarau Ajan. Like he is very capable. It is talking about the capacity of Arjuna to do work, to do to produce results in this world through action. He is a massive action taker, Arjuna. Nanu dehi na lipyate iti uktam, Purva Pakshi says, tat katham iha nibadnanti iti, when iti anyatha uchyate. So when you already pointed out and said this dehi does not get tainted by karma, now how are you saying that the dehi gets bound? Parikritam asmabihi iva shabdena nibadnanti iva iti. Iva, like, as if, by that word, by the word iva, like as if they are bound, it removes a doubt that actually Purusha is not bound, but iva. It seems as though the Purusha is bound. Tatra sattvam nirmalatvat prakashakamanāmayam sukhasangena badnāti jnanasangena chanaga. Tatra sattvam, among the three qualities, nirmalatvat prakashakam anamayam. The quality of sattva guna has nirmala. It is free of all impurities. Prakashakam, it is of the nature of brightness. It's of the nature of bright light. Prakashakam. Anamayam, there is no ama in that sattva guna. There is no disease. Anamayam. What happens? But even there is bondage. What kind of bondage? Sukhasangena badhnati. One person who is used to sattva guna, of being very quiet, of being very relaxed, of being very truthful, of being very honest, of being very simple, of eating sattvic food, good food, healthy food at home, prepared at home, clean, neat and tidy atmosphere they're living. What happens is they're bound by that quality. They cannot find it very comfortable when that situation changes, when they go outside. Prakashakam anamayam. Even though it is very beautiful, there is bondage in that. Sukhasangena badhnati. That person is attached to sukha. That person is attached to comfort and also attached to jnana or knowledge. O anagha. One who has got all purity. Anagha. Purity of mind. The person who is attached to sattva guna is attached to sukha and attached to jnana. It is attached to jnana also. He always likes to know things. He wants to know. He wants to know how things work. He wants to know beyond in the universe. There's nothing wrong with it, but there is bondage in that also. Nirmalatvat spatika manihi iva prakashakam. Nirmala means like a spatika, like a crystal. He is very bright. Anamayam, nirupadram sattvam tat nibadhnati. Na nibadhnati. So anamaya means one that is free of difficulties, one that is free of bondage. It does not bind sattva guna. Katham, how does it not bind? Sukhasangena sukhi aham iti vishayabhutasya sukhasya vishayini atmani samslesha padanam mrisha eva sukhe sanjanam iti sa yesha avidya. So when actually the sukha, the feeling of joy, is only an illusion, is only a kind of a, it is only a temporary make-believe state. So that is the reason why it says it binds, because when we get that make-believe idea that I am comfortable, and we are going on seeking that comfort which is not actually there in that object, and so that is why it is called avidya or ignorance. Nahi vishaya dharmaha vishayinaha bhavati. The attributes of an object stays with the object itself. Ichchadicha dhriti antam kshetrasya eva vishayasya dharma iti uktam bhagavata. Bhagavan has said that the qualities of the kshetra is there in the kshetra only. Ichcha adi. Ichcha means desire, and then ichcha dvesha sukham dukkham dvandvamohena bharata. Dhriti. Dhriti means fortitude. All these qualities, kshetrasya eva vishayasya dharmaha. They are of the nature of the objects of kshetra, means a field. Iti uktam bhagavata. Bhagavan has said this. Ataha avidyaya eva swakiya dharma putaya vishaya vivekena Sharanya asvatma bhute sukhe sanjayati iva saktam iva karoti sukhinam iva tatha jnana sangena cha. So the iva shabda means, the iva means like the sukhi, he lives. Even jnana sangena, even attached to jnana also, it is only apparent. There is no real attachment. Jnanamiti sukha sahacharyat kshetrasya eva antakaranasya dharmaha na atmanaha atmadharmatve sanganupapattehe bandhanupapattehe cha sukhe eva jnanadau sangaha mantavyaha hi anagha avyasana. So the word anagha means the one who is free of sorrow. This whole meaning of the word sukha and pushing the person to experience that in the world is jnanada sangaha mantavyaha he anagha. It is not just as there is attachment in sukha, there is also attachment in jnana. The next verse, 7th verse. Rajo ragatmakam vidhi trishna sanga samudbhavam tannibadhnati kaunteya karma sangena dehinam. Rajaha, the quality of rajas. What is it of the, what nature is it of? Ragatmakam. It is of the nature of raga. Raga means attachment. Vidhi. Trishna sanga samudbhavam. It is born out of trishna sanga. It is born out of attachment with the quality called trishna. Tatra tan nibadhnati kaunteya. O Kaunteya, son of Kunti, this rajas will bind. Karma sangena dehinam. It binds the person with actions. The dehi, the one who lives in the deha, it binds him with actions. Rajaha ragatmakam ranjanat ragaha gaurikadivat sagatmakam ragatmakam vidhi janihi trishna sanga samudbhavam. Trishna means thirst. Aprapta abhilasha asangaha prapte vishaye manasaha pratilakshanaha samshleshaha trishna sangaha gayo trishna sangayoho samudra bhavam trishna sanga samudbhavam samudbhavam Trishna Sanga Samudbhavam. It is born out of attachment with Trishna. Tat Nibadhnati. I bind that. Rajaha Kaunteya Karma Sangena Drishta Adrishta Artheshu Karmasu Sanjanam Tatpara. Karma Sangaha Yena Nibadhnanti Rajaha Dehinam. So Rajas binds us with action. Simple as that. The 8th verse. Tasmat Ajnanam Tasmat Ajna Tamastvajnanajam Vidhi Mohanam Sarvadehinam Pramadalasya Nidrabhihi Tannibadhnati Bharata Tamaha Tritiyaha. The third guna or quality. Ajnanajam Ajnanat Jatam. Born out of Ajnana, born out of ignorance. I don't know. Ajnanajam Vidhi Mohanam Mohakaram, that which deludes us. Avivekaram, that which does not give us right contemplation. Pramadalasya Nidrabhihi Pramadaha cha Alasyam cha Nidra cha Pramadalasya Nidrabhihi Tabihi Tat Tamo Nibadnanti Bharata. So, by removing the qualities of pramada is actually an attitude of being relaxed about the sadhana. Alasya is laziness, nidra is sleep. So, tabihi tat tamo nibadhnanti bharata. That quality of tamas will bind us. Punah gunanam vyaparaha vyakshepata uchyate. So, Bhagavan Shri Krishna starts to talk about the vyapara of gunas by the transaction of gunas. Satvam sukhe sanjayati rajakarmani bharata jnanama vrityatu tamaha pramade sanjayatyuta. Rajo ragatmakam vidhi. Know this rajas to be of the nature of raga, of agitation, of action. Karmani bharata. Sukha sangena, attached to sukha, attached to joy. Tu tamaha prasadena, along with tamas. The prasada or manifestation of the Supreme Self, which gives us joy, but in this context there is tamas, because it is coming from tamo guna. Sanjayati uta. So this is burning up those qualities. Tatvam sukhe sanjayati shleshayanti rajaha karmani he bharata prajayanti iti vartate. Jnanam satkrityam deham vivekam akritya achadyacha tu yag svena brahmanatmana prasade pranjayati. Ata upado nama prapta kartavya akaranam. Upadi means not doing anything that has already been attained by us. Uktam Aryam kada kurvanti guna iti uchyante. What is the nature of the gunas and who is the person, the Arya, who associates with these gunas? We will see that in tomorrow's class. Om Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu, Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramayaha, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kashchit Dukkhabhag Bhavet, Om Asatoma Sadgamaya, Tamasorma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma Mritam Gamaya, Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat, Purnamudachyate, Purnasya Purnamadaya, Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Boliye Shri Sadgurunath Maharaj ki Jai. Har Namah Parvati Pataye. Har Har Mahadeva. Hari Om.